So based on your years of experience then, explain for us, what is it about voice that is so emotional powerful? How come it triggers our emotions? We get so affected by it.
I mean, if you think of it, from the time we're a little baby, our first interaction with the world is through sound and through voice. And, I would suggest that most of us, if you play a song that we used to play when we were in our college dorm, you would almost smell the beer on the floor. It's an amazing primal trigger that, not to say that there aren't other triggers in our five senses, but certainly sound is something that is unique in and of itself. I think that's really because it's so early in our interaction with the world, that's the first thing we hear is our mother's voice or whatever. I think that's the power of it. And then, of course, it's the way, in the most sophisticated ways, that we communicate without any mediation. Ultimately, what sets us apart from other species is this ability to communicate and to interact at that level. And it's through voice, first and foremost.
I mean, if it's been so powerful since the birth of the human voice, how come brands are now more integrating it and giving attention to it than before?
Yeah, I mean, I think it comes back to, and I know there's a very healthy discussion in our voice community about what is a voice assistant. And I come down on the side that it's really a user interface as much as anything else. And therefore, just like you have to learn how to use a mouse and a keyboard, you have to learn to use voice when you talk to your smart speaker. But as an interface, think of it, you really, I mean, the only thing that will supplant voice is reading our thoughts. So where I can telepathically control what's being written on my screen. But using voice without touch is something that is magical, because we're communicating with devices, if you will, in the same way, in the identical way that we communicate with other human beings. And you can't say that about a keyboard or a mouse or even a touch screen. So I think it's where technology is catching up to the kind of organic mode of interaction that all of us feel very comfortable with. And that's why, especially in my space, while you focus on the major parts of the market, you can't ignore the young and the old, where slowly but surely, either the young, it's too early to interact with the written word or other interactions, but voice works. And as you get elderly, the idea that maybe you don't want some sort of additional device like a smartphone or a computer. You need something that's more unmediated and direct, and that's voice.